It is a y-intercept, yeah. You know, why is it B? I have no idea. I mean, I do, but I don't know. I don't know. It's like there could have been a better choice, but that's what they've used. So that's what we got. So you start at 2, okay? The slope tells you to go up 2 and then over 1, up 2 over 1, okay? And normally you would connect these with a line, right? Like we've done that. You would just draw this line and you're done. You're happy, right? But this is different. This is a less than, and it's like, what do we do if it's less than? So if it's a less than or greater than, you have to use a dashed line.
Yeah.
So rather than that solid one I had up, I've got to draw it like this. You could draw a solid line and then erase part of it, you know, erase it kind of in these little segments here. But it needs to clearly be dashed. Like, don't play that game where you're trying to show both, just commit to one or the other.
Yeah, okay.
All right, now the next part is we have to shade one side or the other. This line has a bottom and a top, okay? So if it's, and there's some rules here, so if it's less than or equal to, you shade below or under. Greater than or equal to, you shade above, or if you prefer upper. So this one is y less than. So are you going to shade in region 1 or region 2?
Region 1.
Yes. Now you've got the paper still in front of you, 5, 6 skills. Is that graph A, B, C, or D?
Are we doing B?
It is B.
Okay, yeah. It looks like a little different, sorry. We're doing 1 for B.
Yes, yes. All right, you ready to do another?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do number 4 next because it's kind of more like the one we just did.
Okay.
All right, so we want to solve, we really want to solve for y.
Yeah.
And in this case, that means getting rid of this x plus, subtract x from both sides. For years now, I've been telling you to put it in front of the number. If you can remember that, that's always best. Minus x plus 1, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this would also help to put a -1 there, to actually write the number 1 to see that it is a number there, because you've got to tell me the slope and the b value again here.
Okay.
So what do you say? What's the number in front of x? Just the number. And what's the other number?
M will be, would it be 0?
What's the number to the left of x?
1.
There's more than that. What's this
-1,
little sign?
sorry.
-1, yeah. And that's written as -1 over 1.
And then b would be just 1.
Good. So -1 over 1 means down 1, right 1. The top number tells you whether you're going up or down. All right, so do you start with the slope or the b value when you're graphing?
The b value.
The b value. All right, so here we go. Go to 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Looks like that. It's a greater than, is that a solid or a dashed line?
It is a dashed line.
It's a dashed line. So that's where you do your best to make it clear that you know that it's dashed. Okay. Since it's greater than, are you shading in region 1 or region 2?
Region 2.
Yes. So I show shading kind of perpendicular to the line.
Yeah.
Just make it clear. Don't leave any mystery to the grading on this. All right. So is that A, C, or D?
That will be 4. Or oh, sorry. Well, 4 is D.
I disagree.
Or no, C, sorry, C.
Yes, yes, because that dashed right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's look at number 3 next. How are you doing in your other classes?
Good. Yeah, all my other classes are good.
That's great.
Yeah, I've just kind of always struggled in math, so.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. If you were, if all your classes weren't going well, that wouldn't be very good. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
yeah,
All right, so we still want to solve for y. Okay,
yeah.
that means on the left side with the variable, I know there's 2 variables, but you've got to look at the side with the variable. You need to undo the subtraction by x and the multiplication by 2.
Yeah.
So we're going to first undo subtraction by x. You're going to add x to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2y greater than or equal to. And again, really better if you sneak that number in the front there. So 1x plus 4.
Do you want me to find the b value
No,
and the
nope, not
stuff?
yet, not yet. We got a little more. We have to solve for just y. We got y is not by
Oh,
itself. We got to get rid of this multiplication by 2. How do you do that?
you divide by 2.
Divide everything by 2. So everything by 2. Okay. And then just to make it a little bit easier to read, put the 1/2 in front of x. And then 4 divided by 2 is 2.
Okay.
So yes, now I want the slope and the b value, please.
Okay. So the b value will be 1/2.
Nope.
It won't be.
The slope is the number in front of x to the left of x.
The slope would be 2, right? Or 1/2.
1/2.
Oh, I thought it was different for.
So
Okay.
it's whatever's to the left of x,
Okay.
which in this case is a fraction. It's the whole fraction, whatever that is. It's all of that.
And then the b value would be 2.
Yes. Okay. So this time when we graph, we're going to start with the b value like we've been doing.
Yeah.
Slope of 1/2. That means rise 1, right 2, or you can think of it as up 1. Let me get that graphed here. A little more real estate for us. Boom. Okay, got it right there. So starting at 2, rise 1, so up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. Next decision is it solid or dashed? And it's based on the inequality.
It's solid.
Solid. So that's the normal line like this. And then are we shading in region 1 or region 2?
Region 1.
Above because it's greater than or equal to. Which graph does that correspond to? A or D?
Wait, what'd you say, A or D?
Yeah, we're back down to A or D.
Okay, sorry.
A. Okay. All right. All right, let's look at number 6 next.
Okay.
It's most similar to the ones we've been doing. Okay. The slope is the number to the left of x. Okay. What is the slope in this problem?
The slope would be 0 or
So
1.
yeah, there's a 1 there.
Yeah.
If it were
So
0, 0 times x would be 0.
yeah.
So that's 1/1. What is the b value?
B value would be -5.
Good. Okay. Which do you start with, the slope or the b value?
The b value.
Okay, so on your paper, I want you to go down to the b value, put a dot, and then use the slope to graph a couple more points, please.
So going to -5. -5, and then do I plot the slope too?
Yes, you want to use the slope to plot a couple of points.
Okay. And then that would be Can you show me what you got?
Sure.
Like your points?
Okay, I got a dot there, dot
Yeah.
there, dot there. Next thing is to decide whether it's solid or dashed.
Wait, yeah, how did you get for the slope, the dots there?
Okay, so 1/1 means up 1. The top number is up or down. The bottom number is right 1.
Yeah.
So from that b value, like imagine you're starting there. You go up 1, right 1.
And you just keep doing that.
You keep repeating, rinse and repeat,
Okay.
rinse and repeat.
That's what I was confused about. Go up 1, right 1. Okay, gotcha.
Again, you got to decide, is it solid or dashed?
That is solid.
It is solid. And then your next option here is whether you're shading in region 1 or region 2.
I would be shading in region 1.
Greater than or equal to. Greater than or equal to. You've said them all correctly so far. I'm surprised you missed this one. That means above.
Okay.
All right, well, it's that time you've been waiting for. See, try one here on your own. Great chance to ask some questions.
Okay.
It's very similar to all the ones we've been doing. You don't have to do any solving. You just need to find the slope and the b value, graph it, determine the line, and then shade one side or the other. But please ask some questions if you're unsure at any point.
Okay. And would I shoot. I'm kind of confused. Wait, can you scroll up really quick?
Sure.
Yeah. So on 8, would I have to divide numbers first?
No,
Like what I
you
do?
no, you have nothing. There's no,
Okay.
no.
So
you-
the m would equal 2 and b would equal 4.
Yes.
Okay. And then you would plot 4
Okay.
up,
I
and then
agree.
would you go 2 down and 2 across?
The top number tells you up or down. The
Okay.
bottom number is always to the right.
So it would be 2 down, 1 to the right.
It's 2 down if it's negative.
So 2 up and then 1 to the right.
Yes.
Okay. One to the right. Okay. All right, I think I got it.
You've got a graph.
Yeah.
Did you decide whether it was solid or dashed and then which side
Yeah,
you're
it's
shading
a
it?
solid.
It is a solid. And then are you shading, up above or below? Have you done that as well?
It would go left, right?
We don't say we don't say words like left. Let me go back and show you here in your notes right here. I mean, this is your table. We use words like above or below, under or upper.
Or upper.
Never left or right, because that can be,
Yeah. So upper.
yes. Nope, it's less than.
Oh, so below.
Below. Okay, so
Gotcha.
B is 4, like you said, up to right 1. So you got 1 point you can graph. I'll put a couple more in here. So your line should look something like that. And then below is over here.
Okay.
Does that at all resemble what you've got?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
All right, we're gonna do 9 kind of together, and then I'll have you do the graphing part. All the problems we've been doing so far have been already solved for y. This one is not. So we're gonna first solve for y. Okay, so we want y to be alone. It's got plus x. You're gonna subtract x from both sides.
Okay.
So this becomes y greater than minus x plus 3. Just moving it to the other side of the inequality. Can you
Okay.
tell me the slope and the b value, please?
Yeah. The slope would be 1.
There's
Sorry,
no one. There's no 1 here. There's this symbol,
-1,
-1. Yeah, and that's -1 over 1.
and then the b value would be 3.
Good. Now the top number tells you whether you're going up or down.
Yeah.
So is it
So
up
it would
1 or
go
down 1?
down 1,
And
right
then,
1.
yeah, you got it. Okay, so I want you to try graphing that for me. And then you got to decide whether it's solid or dashed.
Okay. It would be dashed.
It is dashed. Yep. And then you got to decide whether that means to shade above or below.
Then you shade below.
So the previous one,
I think
you
not
shaded
very
below.
sure. Yeah.
And again,
Okay, so yeah, above.
yeah, it's this table right here. I know there's a lot of rules, but yes, you're going to shade below. All right, so let's see here. You should have something like this: 3, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. You said dashed. I agree. And then you're shading below.
Okay.
Something like that. All right, let's look at 10 together.
Okay.
All right. Again, you first got to solve for y.
Okay.
Got to solve for y. And here you've got y minus x on the left greater than or equal to 1. How do you move minus x to the right?
You would divide.
Let's go back and look at the previous part. How do we move positive x to the right?
Subtracting.
We subtract it because it's adding. This one you're subtracting, so you undo subtraction with addition.
Yes.
Okay. And again, I think it's better. I know kind of like doesn't look, it's that's why I draw this little arrow to show that you're going to put it in front of the number.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
All right. So what is the slope and what is the b value?
The slope would be 1,
Okay. So we can write that as 1 over 1.
and then the b value would be 1 also.
Okay. So I want you to try graphing this one on your own and let me know when you're done. I'll graph the answer and we'll compare what we got.
All right, got it.
All right. Is it a solid or a dashed line?
It's a dash or a solid.
Solid. Okay.
Yep, I got that.
And then did you shade region 1 or region 2?
Region 1.
Yes. Right. Let's do, got time for probably one more here. Let's see. Right. So this one is already solved for y. That's good. But there's no number here to the right of 3x.
Yeah.
And I guess I just want to ask you, what number do you add such that it doesn't change anything?
So what, 3x?
Yeah, what, like let's say
1 or 0?
0. Yeah, I was going to make a reference to like when you get water at a restaurant, it doesn't add anything. Sometimes you even see on the bill, it's like +0, +0.
Yeah.
What's the slope and what's the b value here?
The slope would be 3 and the b value would be 0.
Okay. So go ahead and try graphing that for us, please.
Okay. And it would go up 3, 1 to the right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, got it. And it would be a dashed line.
It is dashed. And then you got to decide whether you're shading above or below.
It would be above.
It is above. So your graph should look something like this line right here and this side.
Yeah.
All right. So just to summarize here really quickly, these two symbols are dashed lines.
Yeah.
These two symbols are solid lines.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of like thing one. Thing two is less than or equal to means to shade below.
Yeah.
Greater than or equal to means to shade above. If you can remember all that, you've done really well in terms of like getting the maximum out of today's lesson.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're going to go ahead and stop right there, Remy.
Okay.
Stop the recording here.